Hey everyone, thanks for watching Bridgeport's Brightest Lights. Today I wanted to show you the behind the scenes in our garage of what happens during the light show. So back here is the main control center where all of the magic happens. So it starts off right here with an outlet that we have and this special plug that we have. And this plug can turn on and off everything that's connected to the surge protector, so it'll turn off all of the controllers once the light show is done. So let me plug that back in. And then after you have the power coming through into the surge protector, we have many things, as you can see, plugged into this surge protector. These three orange extension cords go out to other lights that aren't synchronized to the show. They're just to fill in the empty gaps. So where everything starts is right here. This is the main computer right here, and it's plugged in right there. So this takes all of the program files that I program on my computer and stores them on this little computer. And then when it's time to start the light show, this computer will send out the data through this Ethernet cable into the controller in here, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then we also need a way to get music to the cars, so there's a 3.5 millimeter audio cable plugged into the computer, and it goes to this FM transmitter. And this transmitter was about $70 on eBay, and it sends all of the music through this antenna out to the radio station that we have. And it can go a pretty long ways. It can go about a quarter of a mile or so. And so now we have all of that taken care of, and we have the data that goes through this Ethernet cable. Now in here is where the Ethernet cable goes. It plugs into this controller, and this controller is powered by 12 volts DC, not 120 volts AC, which you'd find in a standard outlet. So this power supply takes the volts from this cord and turns it to 12 volts DC, and this powers the board and all of the lights. And the lights that are synchronized to the music are also 12 volts DC. So this takes the data from here and turns it into pixel data, which it then sends out of these few ports, and then it sends it through this cable, and then it goes out to there. So now I'm going to turn on the controller and all the lights so I can show you what happens out there and take you a tour out there. So let me turn that on. And you'll see that the controller has some lights on it to tell me that it's on, and the Raspberry Pi does too, and then this even turns on. And then once this is finished booting, I am going to turn on all of the pixels so I can show you those too. There we go. And now let me go ahead and take you outside to show you what's out there. So you notice right here that there's a giant amount of wires right here, and all of the wires and extension cords go into this little hole that we have here. And there's three orange extension cords coming out. One of them goes to right here, which plugs in these candy canes and some lights I have around the garage. And then I have more wires going down there to the other stuff. And then I have this cable coming up to this window right here, and the data starts here and it goes all the way around the top down this way, and then there's a wire right here, this brown one, and it goes back up to give data to the lights in the middle. Then at the end of the lights in the middle, another cord comes down right here and comes out to these lights, and it does the same thing. And then I have another extension cord that comes from down there. It goes under here, and then it plugs into these lights that go around this door, and it goes all the way around the door. And then it comes out here and goes down under this mat to more lights down there, which I'll show in a minute. And then one of these orange extension cords comes around here, and it plugs in right here. And then there's a lot of stuff plugged in right here. We have some more candy canes plugged in right here. We have these new lights. These were the lights that got cut, but I got new ones and got some new lights there. And then I have a blow up plugged in right there. It's a Snoopy blow up. And then I have another strand of lights, which is kind of like an extension cord. It wasn't the best extension cord. And I have another green extension cord right here, and I'll show you what I mean about the lights. So I didn't have any other way to plug in this blow up right here. So what I did was I took a strand of lights, because we were out of extension cords, and took out a bulb so they don't light up, but they act as an extension cord, and they go right there. Then this green extension cord comes over to this box, and if you've seen any of the videos that came to our display live, you will know that we have a projector. And let me show you the back. So inside here we would have the projector, but every night after the light show I take it inside just so nothing bad happens to it with the cord and no one steers it or anything. I have another mini computer right here that's connected to our Wi-Fi, and then it has an HDMI cord that comes through here, and this would plug into the projector. And I have a power cord here for the projector. And this fan is here to help ventilate inside there because we were having some problems with the plexiglass fogging up. And this all comes down here and plugs in to this green extension cord right there. So back over here at the door, we have another orange extension cord coming out, and we have the wire that comes out from the end of the door. And then that wire goes through this cable right down here, and then it goes up here and plugs into this window, and it starts right here and goes, the wire goes all the way down and around, and then it comes out here, and then it plugs into this other window. Now this window is different than that one. It actually starts here, then it does go the same way around, but it starts at the other corner and it goes all the way around back here, and then that's the end of that. And then we have more candy canes, as you can see, plugged into the end of this one, and the candy canes go all the way down. And then this orange extension cord comes to this 12-foot tall tree that Lights on Jacob Lane gave us. They were very generous and donated this to us, along with all of these candy canes and a sign that I have down there that I'll show you in a minute. So it plugs into this tree, and then there's a whole bunch of different lights in this tree, and I want to make this tree have pixels on it one year so I can synchronize it with the music. And then we have another extension cord coming here. Where is it? It's another gray one, so you can't see it that well. Here it is. It goes right there, and then it comes into these two arches. So it ends here, and it's plugged into the next arch, and it goes around this arch. And then at the end of the arch we have another wire right here coming up here and comes down here along our fence all the way down to our fence line, which we have right here, and it's plugged in with this connector right here. And then the fence comes all the way down here, our whole entire fence line. And then I have those lights that I told you that got cut, new ones right here. And then at the end of these lights I have this sign right here, and it says tune to 90.7, and that's our radio station, so people can see that better. Thank you again to Greg Brewster from Lights on Jacob Lane for giving me all of this stuff. And then we have a little sign here, Bridgeport's Brightest Lights. And that is about it for our whole light show. I hope you all enjoyed this tour. If anyone was wondering about the stats about the light show, there are 479 pixels are the lights that are changing color right now. All of the lights together pull about 6 amps in the garage, and with the cost with everything together, it was around $600. If you have any comments or questions, or you feel like I left out something, please feel free to put them below. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day.